Please join me in welcoming the Dr. Marcia Taylor Luna. Good afternoon. And just in continuing on the words of our elder, Ms. McLeod, thank you for saying that we are medicine. We are medicine for each other, and we intend to heal. You are here today, we are all here today to celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. What an honor. Our great warrior, fighter, defender, and major for justice. And when we gather at events such as this, it is appropriate that we pour libation. And for me to begin to pour libation, I'd like to ask my elder, Paris Bridges, may I have permission to continue this libation? Thank you, Paris. One of our own alumni of Evergreen State College. 83 years young, I hope you don't mind me saying. And so as I pour this libation, I will ask my wonderful student, yes, Zicomo, it's your chance. And if you saw him just now, he's just that compassionate person. He came with the Kleenex and he kneeled. That was so touching. Thank you. Yes. So Zicomo has water, and this water is used to pour into the plant, which is right behind him, and he will pour it into the soil, which represents the earth. And we know that the earth is our mother. And so this is a very sacred moment that we get to share together. But in order for me to pour this libation, I need your assistance. I will say the words Ashe. Can you help me? Ashe. Thank you. So Ashe are Yoruba words, and when you speak them, it means that you are speaking truth. We are breathing truth into the room. And so we want to say Ashe as I say a few words. And then, and you will pour that libation into the earth. So we first want to remember that we perform this on behalf of the Creator, who is the creator of all things. And our ancestors are precious to us. We believe that they are willing us forward to be people of justice. And so today I want to remember first and foremost Dinkinesh. Dinkinesh is the oldest fossil human remain of humanity found on the border of Ethiopia and Kenya, 3.2 million years old. And we take this moment to honor that first little lady, 4 feet tall, Dinkinesh. Ashe. Ashe. And in honoring her, I want to also remember that in Africa, we know that that's where the first inventions that are known to have brought forth civilization occurred. Inventions including mathematics, including architecture, chemistry, agriculture, engineering, astronomy, navigation, and so much more came from that motherland continent. And we honor all of those inventors today. Ashe. Ashe. And it was on that fateful day in Africa when people were tending to their business, minding their fields, looking after the elderly and their children, when they were snatched up from their homes. We know today that they were stolen. They were a stolen people who had the knowledge of agriculture and had knowledge of building civilizations, were placed on ships that were constructed for human cargo and were brought to the Americas and to Europe. And it's Dr. John Henrik Clark that tells us if the ocean were to dry up today, the Atlantic Ocean, that it would reveal a trail of bones that stretch from Africa all the way to the Americas. And those would be the bones of our ancestors who did not make the voyage. We estimate that 13 million people reached shores of Europe and the Americas. But that is only the people who reached. So we can double that figure in terms of the people who lay at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. So we want to remember them today. Ashe.
Ashe.
And we'd like to also think about the atrocities that have been committed, not only to Black people, which are clear, that we have had so many atrocities committed and yet have played such a major role in constructing this new America. But all of us, our histories have been mystified. If we look, for example, at the Native Americans, we know that their land, they were first massacred and their land taken from them. We know that we're on the side of the country that was once Mexico, and they were pushed back and massacred as well. We also have Chinese and Japanese people who were brought here to build the railroads and toil for this land. We also have poor white people, the Irish, for example, who were brought as indentured servants. And so history having mystified who we are and how we got here, it is time now that we remember and stand for justice. And then there was the civil rights movement, and I want to say some faithful little old lady called Rosa Parks who refused to get up off of the bus, and we know that there was more than her.
That's right. She was
There were people before her who refused to get off the bus or refused to move their seat from the bus and have to stand up because white people got on the bus and they needed a seat. But we know that her and Martin Luther King are not the only people. This was a movement. And we want to just honor right now some of those people like Rosa Parks, Fred Gray, Ralph Abernathy, Ella Baker, Fannie Lou Hamer, and Thurgood Marshall. Ashe.
Ashe.
And let us take this moment to remember our parents, if they have passed away, and our grandparents, to notify them that we are still here standing for justice. Please call out the name of your parents if they have passed, or your grandparents if they have passed away at this time.
Victoria Jackson, Paul Jackson Sr., Rebecca Scott, great-grandmother.
Thank you. Bringing the spirit of those energies into this room to make us stronger, to fortify us, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
And in the words of Dr. Bernice Johnson Reagan, who also is our ancestor, when she said, "To the spirit of those named and unnamed, who stood and struggled before us and beside us, we offer this libation. Ashe, 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 Ashe.